Hey guys, let's talk about worrying. Where will worrying get you? Well, one would say nowheres. But we all worry. We all have anxieties about certain things. And worrying doesn't have to be bad. If you're worried about doing things at an acceptable level to, at your job, at your business, you want to make sure it's done right. That's good. And I saw an interview from this big old billionaire that says, if you worry, that's good. If you don't worry, that's not good, essentially, is what he's saying. And I think in what he was describing, that is to a certain degree true. You should be worried about doing some things exceptionally well, but we have saints that say, pray, don't worry. Shout out to Saint Padre Pio. And but as a human, it's natural for humans to worry about certain things. And I do worry about doing a good job and being a good father and husband and all that kind of stuff, but not to the point where I'm losing sleep at night, because I'm worried on how well am I doing, but I'm also trusting in God that I'm doing the best I can, and in my failings, because I'm not perfect for sure, I have a place to go for consolation about it, and especially confession if it's sinful stuff or whatever. But I think there's a healthy worry is what I'm getting at. It's healthy to be worried about some things that is within your control, and it's very unhealthy to worry about things that is outside of your control. And so if you're sitting there worried about what's happening with the politics, that's unhealthy. Why does it even? Why would you spend any energy on that? Well, some would say, well, it affects benefits that I'll receive. I get it. I talk with my parents about this, especially in their age and what they go through and stuff like that. It totally affects benefits and health care or food, etc. And I can believe that is totally justifiable to be worried about that. But here's the kicker. People have to explore what's out there, because when you start exploring, you'll really find out that there's not too much to be worried about in that type of setting, because there's all kind of companies that help out and individuals that step in to take care of those pain points that happen during government shutdowns. But here's the kicker, again, is that you have to go search for it. You have to be aware that you need to find it, and not everybody is good at searching. But it is unhealthy to go overboard thinking that, hey, even the people that are in the Congress and Senate and all these that are voting, they're literally just one vote. So, it can. I'm just going off of a hamster wheel right now, just spinning. But there's unhealthy worry, and those are it. Healthy worry is am I doing a good job, and accepting the fact that, hey, the job was done. Accepting that, did I do well today? I'm accepting that, and tomorrow I can worry about some things, but like I shouldn't worry about waking up. Shouldn't worry about talking and praying to God. I shouldn't, I shouldn't worry about driving into work, even though traffic is terrible and accidents can happen. But I am worried about deals that I'm coming across, or what decisions I should make in regards to things that are on my plate. I do worry a little, but once I make those decisions or solve those problems or whatnot, and especially asking God to help me out, the book is closed, the decision was made, and you move on. And if it wasn't the right decision, as my good friend would say, Father Randy, he will help guide you back into the line you should be on and following him. If you truly want to follow God and you make a wrong decision, quote unquote, not doing what he would have want you to do, because we have free will, that happens, or even worse, if you do something sinful. If you have a true heart for Jesus, he will continue to present the opportunities for you to end up in the right place, even taking the long way, as they say. So just understand that worrying is only good for a short period of time, and that you shouldn't lose sleep over it. People die of stress and worry and doubt and fear. Don't be one of them. And because we have all this social media and this technology and all this stuff, we want to stay super connected. We're connected globally. But at the end of the day, that'll give you more anxiety than anything. It's best you just put the phone down. I have to take my own advice at times. So try to worry less, and only worry about the things that you can control within your little sphere. And then once it's done, once the decision is made, once whatever happens, let it go and give it up to God, and give everything else up to God. It's my 2 cents for today.